the greatest wrestling match ever.
He's a moves guy.
It's basically Nitro.
The King of Lions.
2K!
Ready to learn the lyrics to King.
Main event Dewdrop.
Beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
Two Marks Pod.
Alright, we're live, pal. Welcome to Two Marks Pod. This is the worst wrestling podcast you know. Maybe. I don't know! What's going on, man?
The same stuff that was going on during the Nitro episode.
Yeah!
Kayfabe.
WC dub. I guess. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm trying to have some energy.
I don't know what day it is right now, because I forget, and I don't listen to... What day is it?
What day is it? It's Thursday? Should be Thursday. Hopefully it's Thursday.
Thursday. Well, happy Thursday, everyone.
Happy Thursday, everyone. I don't even know if we get the majority of our views day of release or not. I don't know if it works that way for us. I haven't really caught on to that part of our analytics. We're not big enough for now, you know.
Yeah, true. I would assume probably not, but I mean...
Yeah, we're watching ECW today. Oh, hey, you know, I should actually fix that part of the YouTube deal.
Oof.
Yeah, big snafu. We've never done that before.
What? Production issues.
Well, it do be like that sometimes. Speaking of ECW, we're officially outlaw as fuck because we had a copyright strike on the channel accidentally. Apparently, some NXT theme songs broke through on the channel whenever we were streaming the Stand and Deliver later part of the show on accident, but you know, it is what it is. I don't think
we did watch Stand and Deliver for the podcast feed. I forgot about that.
Sorta did. We tried to stream it, but it was a disaster trying to get the streaming to work. I was thinking streaming on YouTube while we recorded for the podcast would actually make my life a lot easier, and then
it would.
Things couldn't handle the streaming. So I desperately need to have the money to get a really good new computer. Preferably like a super high-end.
We're out of time! We gotta go!
Desperately.
I heard desperately.
He doesn't say it in that one, though.
No.
Doesn't count. Anyway, we're watching ECW Hardcore TV. It's from June 29th, 1993. I'm still trying to zero out my thing here. It says Season 1, Episode 13 on Peacock, if you're watching along with us, which is the best way to listen to the podcast. And if you're not, you should. And if you are, good for you. What is it with all these things?
If you don't got it, get it. If you don't get it, figure it out.
I think I've done this bit before, but what's with all these like shows and like products that are like, now is the best time to do this? Is that like the new like buy it now thing? I don't like.
Well, there's no time like the present.
I guess so.
And that's
There's never been a better time than right now to start listening to Two Marks Pod. That's like, yeah. That's like what people say. And it's just like, what? I don't know.
So, I mean, the best time would have been like a month ago, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, when we had never missed a podcast before.
Yeah.
That's amazing that we've gone this long without doing it, though. I mean, without missing one. Which, of course,
that's my of the week.
Yeah!
Even though we did that on Nitro, I have a different one today because it's a different day of the week. And the fact that we're doing the pod, that's the of the week.
I can get behind that.
There you go.
Oh, and I haven't finished the introduction. We're watching ECW Hardcore TV. It's Season 1, Episode 13 on Peacock. You should be watching with us. June 29th, 1993. Do you have the page up, my guy?
I have the peacock and the thing that tells me what 4 matches we get to see.
Oh boy. And in the description it reads, Tommy Cairo challenges Jimmy Snuka for the ECW TV title. I don't know why I went southern there at the end there. ECW TV title.
I can already tell you, looking at this card, because I can see the finishes, I'm gonna hate this fucking show.
I'm gonna hate this fucking show. Goddamn.
That's my gimmick, because I'm just a miserable bastard, I guess. Let's
We can
go.
both be miserable on this one. Just reading it, how many are replays? I'm pretty sure that we've watched Jimmy Snuka versus Tommy Cairo for the TV title.
What was the finish?
Fuck.
Wait, who's the champion?
Jimmy Snuka.
Okay.
I don't know why you made me question that.
I don't know. ECW, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Anyway.
ECW. All right, I'm gonna do the countdown. You all already know what it sounds like. It's gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna hit the goddamn bong. Sometimes I say play or go, but I try to hit the bong when I can. It's kind of hard. I have to like hit 2 buttons at the same time with 2 different hands, holding them across. But anyway, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna hit play or go or bong or ding dong or it's Sting. I might hit Sting one of these days. And then we're all gonna press play or go or X or the arrow or whatever the fuck you need to press to watch this show with us, which you should be doing. I'm gonna beat it over your head. Watch the show with us. Our show sucks if you don't watch it with us. We just hit fucking sound effect buttons the whole time and talk over each other.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
I'm gonna get fired. You're gonna fire me soon because I'm terrible at this.
I'm gonna do this
watch the
podcast
show.
with my wife, and then it's gonna turn into a Lost watch-along podcast.
The Bullet Club is fine. Let's watch ECW.
All right, here comes the countdown. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
The podcast is over already.
Yep. And not in the good way. Hey, they have an intro that doesn't look like crap. Sounds like crap still. Ooh. Ooh. And then here's this fucking generic
Welcome to another
Microsoft Paint text.
My name's Jay Sully, and Paulie dangerously definitely didn't hold a gun to my head at the beginning of the podcast. Or the fucking show, whatever the fuck.
Hey, kayfabe, brother. They don't need to know why I'm here.
We're gonna crown the king of Philly, and it's definitely not Paul Heyman.
Oh, it's Paul Heyman. That's what you don't know.
He's starting to get the stubble and everything. This is definitely turning into ECW Paul Heyman here shortly. Is
We
there
got
a
Joey
fan in the
Styles?
top left corner there?
In the top left corner?
Oh, you can't. It looks like they've moved the camera so it's not catching it anymore. But there was like
Oh, it might be. And then they had Bro walk over to that side. That's funny.
Yeah, I've seen that. Did you say was that Joey Styles?
No, I said we have Joey Styles now.
Oh,
so
we do? Is he here? Is he on this show?
I don't know. It doesn't have him listed, so I don't think so.
He was
But
on the pay-per-view. I don't even remember what he did. He did like one match commentary, I think.
yeah, he did like 1 or 2 matches.
And then,
We have Paul Heyman though, or Paulie Dangerously, I guess.
which is good enough.
Which
Sorta.
is it's something. I'm gonna assume they're going over what's gonna happen tonight, so I guess I'll do that. Ivan Koloff and Vladimir Koloff are gonna face Glenn Osborne and Herb Renesto.
Really? The
And then-
fucking Russians or the Koloffs or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see the legend Larry Winters.
Hell
face-
yeah! Larry Winters! Woo!
I mean, by God.
ECW, ECW, ECW.
And he's gonna face Tony Stetson. And then we'll also see...
Eat shit and die, Tony Stetson, and I mean it for fucking real.
I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
We'll also see that ECW television title match you mentioned between Tommy Cairo and Jimmy Snuka. And then we'll see Sal Bellomo, who got a mention at the Slammies from the Impractical Jokers guy. Weird. Against Sir Richard Michaels. Yeah, I sent it to you because I was watching the Slammies because I didn't know what else to do that morning.
Oh, wow.
And then the Impractical Joker guy was like, yeah, I remember when Sal Bellomo, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me track this fucking interview real fast, I guess. Hold on.
All right.
What happened during that Texas Chain Match Massacre between Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk, a living legend, was, I can't even know how to explain it. It seemed that during the match, the referee, John Finnegan, the head referee in ECW, got knocked unconscious.
I mean, Todd Gordon got the shit beat out of him, or not the shit, he got hit with the fucking phone, right? At the pay-per-view? Does that sound right?
He did. He got the shit kicked out of him.
He thought he'd be a terrific young referee. In fact, he had assumed the number 2 position with us. Anyway, making a long story short, what happened during the match was when the referee was knocked out, Jim Molyneux and Kevin Christian came to ringside. Jim helped John Finnegan back to the locker room, and Kevin Christian took over refereeing the match. And as you saw, and everyone in the building saw, sure enough, Terry Funk won that match. He did touch all 4 corners of the ring.
And rightfully should be crowned the King of Philadelphia.
He just went like crazy style.
That is correct. And for some reason, this Kevin Christian, or whatever his name is, decided to ignore that fact and turn his back on.
They have a crazy creased blue sheet in the background.
Pile drive Terry Funk on a...
You probably weren't able to even see it back in the day on the old TVs.
Again, crown Eddie Gilbert.
Probably not.
As you know, I ran to ringside. I was very unhappy with this. Turned around, and next thing I know, Kevin Christian's acting as though he's, I don't know what he was thinking. Pushed me, shoved me. Obviously I shoved him back. Next thing I know, I'm hit over the back of the head with a telephone from Paulie Dangerously. A move, mind you, that's going to cost him quite a bit of money, I might add.
I need a new chair.
Next thing I know, I fire Kevin Christian. I wake up, and when I'm awake, next thing I hear is that he's not Kevin Christian at all, but...
I'm using
I don't know how...
used chair, but I already mentioned that.
All my life.
Yeah, I don't know how good my microphone is, but every time I like move, my chair is squeaking, so I'm sorry. That's probably not the worst part about this pod, though.
I haven't heard your chair squeaking once. Have you heard mine?
No.
Okay, we're good then.
Yeah,
I think maybe you can hear mine whenever I am tracking, because my tracking microphone's really good, but...
To every story, and I know Eddie Gilbert and Paulie Dangerously, want to tell their story, and I will have an interview with them next week. And
well, Dave Sully, as you also are aware, Mr. Self-Proclaimed King of Philadelphia, Eddie Gilbert, has now gone out and hired his own camera crew, is walking through the streets of Philadelphia wearing a cape, wearing a crown, crashing into bars, restaurants. I'm selling jewelry at Carver W.E. The guy comes in there, he's running the customers out of the store.
Casually look at some gamer boy chairs.
Twice. I've run into him. Okay. Twice. He pulled me out of a bar on Delaware Avenue, and he yanked me out of another cocktail lounge on South Street.
I heard about that cocktail lounge on South Street, but that's another story, altogether, Jay. But yes, indeed, my attorneys have gotten calls. I'm getting calls from fans all over the city of Philadelphia. The guys.
Is lush slang for gay guy? Because it just said, "What is this guy a lush?" Have you ever heard that? I've never heard that.
Never really heard that, no. Now we're talking about the Texas Chain Match.
Oh, apparently it is slang for an alcoholic. Are we fucking gonna play the replay for this whole Terry Funk? I told you they were gonna fucking just play replays for weeks.
It doesn't look like they show the whole thing.
Okay. The quality looks better here than it looked during the actual pay-per-view. I'm fucking serious.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're fucking serious?
I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
Jeez, man.
You know, I'm probably only a few 100 feet away from a Taco Bell too. I could leave during this pod and go get
And be back in time.
more.
Are you gonna leave this fucking ECW podcast all to me?
I could, and I could probably be back before the show was over.
That would be very upsetting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but I could.
You know, these dudes have like wrestling masks in the audience here, and one of them isn't even a wrestling mask. It looks like a BDSM mask.
What's the difference?
Available on home video, Texas Chain Match Massacre. Yeah, they're just like, it's all cut up here.
They show a couple high spots to get you in, and boom.
Alright, let's hear what Tony, or what Terry has to say.
A lot of them through 25 years, and I've been beat up so many times that sometimes I can't even remember halfway what happened that far back. You know, I'm not saying I got Alzheimer's disease, which I could have too, you know, but I wasn't very satisfied with what happened in that match. And you know that, and I've talked to you about it. I mean, you can take a look at my arm and the scars on my body and my head. And I want to say one thing, is I want Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert at the same time in a tag team match, or else I want them one at a time. That's very important to me. And in fact, if Patriot's going to be hanging around here, I'd like to say Dark Side. What is he, from the dark side of Tennessee? You can't kid me. He's from somewhere that Eddie Gilbert is from. I'm not no ignorant podunk from the South.
He's from somewhere Eddie Gilbert is from.
I know where his man's from. They went ahead and doubled up on me, and now I want to say...
I wonder if Terry Funk's horse is sick.
I want a Patriot in a hair match or a tag team match, but let me put up my hair. Let him put up his match. Now listen to what I'm saying right now. I'll put up my hair. And the
Is
older a man gets,
Eddie
you know,
Gilbert's
I might
brother,
have less hair
besides
than when
being
I
the
was a
Dark
kid,
Patriot,
but the prouder we get of it, and the more that we want to keep it. And I damn sure want to keep my hair, but I damn
like
sure
in general, or on this show at this time?
In general, is he like, oh, he's such and such? We know Eddie Gilbert's brother as a famous wrestler, Johnny Gilbert, or whatever the fuck.
It is. It's not the Dark Alliance. Eddie Gilbert, Dangerous Alliance.
Somebody
on
his own,
dangerous they are. If they're dangerous, put the hair on the line. Put it on the line. I'll snatch him ball-headed before the night's over.
We'll try to get it signed, John.
So you're talking about Doug. Hold on.
Was it Doug
Let me
Gilbert?
do
Back here,
Doug Gilbert. Let's find out what he's
We
done.
got Vladimir Koloff. We got the Russian
Let's
Bear,
see here.
Ivan Koloff.
Well, he's held a few
Russian
championships.
Bear, Ivan
Tell us a little bit about it, Russian Bear.
Most notably with Eddie Gilbert, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
USWA Southern Heavyweight Champion. What other ring names has Doug Gilbert had? The Dark Patriot, Doug Gilbert, The Enforcer, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare Freddy, The Terrorist, oh boy, Wrestling Machine number 1.
Kurt Angle's pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure. The Terrorist, that's
Hilarious.
also Freddy Krueger, though. What?
Yeah, no, I mean that's like a big thing in Japan and sometimes like other places too. Just like do wrestling characters of horror type things.
Yeah, IWA Japan. Apparently he was Freddy Krueger. That's fun.
So,
And he was tag team champions with Leatherface.
yeah, no, like they fucking get into it.
So there you go. He was apparently somebody. He was Freddy Krueger. Hervé Ernesto.
Hervé Ernesto is a name that I recognized. Why do I recognize that name?
Well, I probably read it earlier.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he like? Does he join the FBI or something?
Does he join the FBI or something?
Are you pulling it
Let's
up?
see. Honest Ernie, Superfly Ernie, Ernie Austin, Mr. Charmer. Bum 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 bum.
That's an American white man.
He was apparently a part of Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal.
Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal. That's a tag team?
Yeah, that's a tag team.
Are they just like a ongoing
I don't
ECW
fucking know.
tag team?
I don't fucking know. You tell me. That's all it said.
Okay. I will
Hold on. I'm trying to find a better source of information here.
Are you saying Wikipedia isn't good enough for you?
That wasn't even Wikipedia. That was like a fandom website, pro wrestling fandom. I haven't found a Wikipedia for this gentleman. Not yet. It doesn't look like I'm going to either, so apparently he's not very important then.
Alright, well, sometimes things just ring a bell for no reason.
Yep.
Yeah, EC done! EC done!
Get it? I rang the bell for no reason. I'm gonna get fired from this podcast at some point.
We're out of time! We gotta go!
I mean, you probably should have already been fired if we're being honest. Respectfully.
We had audio issues one time, and you're like, you should have already been fired. I'm Kenny Omega. I would have never hired half of you.
I would have never hired half of you. I'm a terrible EVP. I just want to go home and play Street Fighter. And,
Get off the Final Fantasy! Fix your game! I remember. What's going on here? We should probably call the monitor.
Koloffs are doing wrestling stuff.
Wrestling stuff.
Oh,
You're gonna get fired too.
We're both fired.
This is No Marks Podcast.
No Marks Pod. Here's my wife. She's gonna talk about Hello Kitty Island Adventure and Honkai Star Rail.
Hey, some people might actually tune in for that.
No, Honkai Star Rail is pretty popular, I'm pretty sure. And she fucking loves that shit.
Tune in next week when I take a can of spray paint to a toy AEW title because I'm a CM Punk man.
Oh, dude, you should do that on video and post it on our channel.
It would get so much heat, I'm sure.
Do it. For the love of God, you should do it.
And then I've got like the Bleacher Creature Cody Rhodes that I thought my kid would like, and she doesn't care.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still supposed to buy you that CM Punk figure.
I think she likes the Cody Rhodes, like old school, like 80s looking action figure more than the. And that was for me, and then I bought the Bleacher Creature thing for her, and she could care less.
Yeah. I saw your Funko collection. Your Funko collection's pretty impressive.
It's getting there.
It's better than mine.
I was surprised that I came across the Fiend Bray Wyatt in the wild, and then I wasn't proud of how much I paid for it, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I have the RVD and the Paul Heyman that you bought me. And then in storage right now, I have a Brock Lesnar, which I don't know if I'm going to have in public anymore.
Oh my god.
And that's about it. I have one of the giant Funkos of a Iron Man Hulkbuster suit.
Yeah.
That thing's fucking sick, actually.
The only giant one I have is that
Oh, shit.
Skeletor.
Hey,
Paul Heyman.
Paul's in the fucking van again.
Just how much of a king the Philadelphia Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has been. Just to show you people the
Did I get a screenshot of this again?
Is it the
Hot
same?
Stuff Eddie Gilbert, not only in Old City, not just on Delaware Avenue, not just on South
At this point, it would be a
not
funny
just in
bit if
Maine,
you used the same thumbnail twice,
all
because
of
they do a lot of
Philadelphia. Hey,
replays.
halfway up the Jersey Turnpike, people dropping to their knees, looking up, saying,
I would pop.
"Thank you, King, for coming to
Probably would be
Philadelphia."
confusing to the
So we're
viewers,
here in
though.
the ECW production van, and quite frankly, I shared about as much of my day with you as I'd like to. So watch this piece of videotape on your king, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Tell everyone out there what a feeling it was tonight. Walk into my new club,
I don't think it was the same clip, but I think they probably recorded it at the same time. Because it looks like he's wearing the same suit in the old screenshot that we had.
Well, now we have a new screenshot. And it's a much better quality.
Oh, did you send me one?
Yeah. You should use it again and just be like, replays now with better quality.
No, I think that a good shot with homie with the crown here, Eddie Gilbert. I think that might be what we go with. I don't know. And
It's a shame Terry Funk doesn't cut promos into his horse's ass anymore.
I mean, who knows? He might do it again.
My favorite part of the show.
I know that popped you huge.
More than once.
Yeah, because they did replayed it like once or twice, and both times you were just like, yeah. They're talking about real sports. You watch any real sports?
Not in a while. Long while.
Yeah, me neither. Man, I have like family members who are like super into football, so like I've tried to like get into it, you know, it's doxing us again, but like it feels like a sin to like live in Oklahoma and not like football, but I just don't, man. I tried. I think soccer was okay. I like hockey kinda.
I'm more into the hockey, but that's
Yeah.
probably because it's the most pro wrestling of the legitimate sport.
Exactly. I've been to a handful of hockey games. Me and my wife were talking because like there's always free tickets at like the gas stations and stuff, and you took your kid a couple times. We were talking about like, man, like we should just pick up some free tickets and go to a hockey game sometime. So
I might shoot you some messages later about that because I get like texts about when they do that. So
yeah, definitely tell me about it because like I want to do something with the wife, and she seemed pretty interested in doing it.
They've got an arena football team now that's doing the similar promotion, but they kind of suck worse than the hockey team. So
yeah, they're both called Oilers too, right?
yeah, it's not confusing at all.
No, yeah, we heard a fucking radio thing about it, and we had to like look it up on my phone because like she was like, well, they said football, but they said Oilers, and she was like, is that the Drillers then? And I was like, no, Drillers is baseball.
Yeah, that's the baseball team. I need to go to one of those, but their tickets are super expensive.
Oh, really? Is our baseball team good?
Moderately.
Moderately? I've never been, so. I've been to several Oilers games though, like 2 or 3 or 4.
But compared to, I mean, they have their own whole like baseball, stadium or whatever. So comparatively, it's expensive. It's probably not. For some people, it's probably like, what are you talking about? But for taking my kid to something I don't even know if she's gonna be into it, it's expensive.
So what's going on here? Larry Winter beating the fuck out of somebody.
Right, we're doing a podcast about ECW, not our shitty lives.
Sports. Yeah. Well, I think that we should talk about our shitty lives every now and then.
Looks like a blatant choke is happening. Oh, now we're pushing people over. ECW.
Larry Winters has taken the pants. The trainer of the Sandman. Speaking of which, did you listen to the Sandman stuff from Busted Open like the last week or so?
I can't remember, honestly. I feel like I would have, because it would have made easy stuff to talk about for this. But...
apparently, at some point, they both just punched the referee.
What the hell?
Incredible.
What the fuck?
There goes that fucking referee. This is good shit.
You did it again?
This
oh
is
my
actually
god,
good
throwing
shit.
it
Hold
out.
on. I actually called the action.
Wow. Double DQ, I guess.
Probably. Here comes another
one.
Yeah,
they rang the bell.
Oh, did they? Oh, never mind. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about?
Oh, punch the referee again. How many ref bumps can we have in one match?
Here comes Rockin' Rebel and Dark Patriot? I'm not sure who that is.
Well, that was at least... It's a story.
It's a story. Thanks, Bruce.
It was better than the stuff they've been doing in recent memory.
Man, this is not a very good pull apart. We got a volatile situation here, says Paulie. I was kind of into like the referees taking bumps and shit, but TV title still doesn't have side plates, by the way.
It doesn't, or it does?
It doesn't. Not.
Okay. Iron Man Tommy Cairo. By God, Pennsylvania state champion.
From the Fiji Islands. Was he always billed by the Fiji Islands?
Probably. I have no idea.
Let's see here. I'm going to take a look here. Jimmy doing no boots today. Apparently sometimes he wears boots, and that's weird to me. So what have you been playing lately?
Like video games?
Yeah.
Before the move, I was just getting into replaying Fallout 4, but...
Oh yeah, because you were watching the show too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I had the same idea as everybody else. I'm not original. But yeah.
Oh, he's shoot from the Fiji Islands. That's real. It's from Suva, Fiji. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. Dude was always freakishly yoked. You know, he looked half alright with the WrestleMania deal with Piper and goddamn.
Oh, Snuka?
The Dragon.
Yeah.
Steamboat. Hey, that's the same referee that just took a crazy bump when he got punched by Larry Winters. He should be dead.
Well, you know, he's fine now.
Yeah. They're doing a crisscross. He looks like a weird, young, skinny Regal, kind of.
A weird young skin.
I don't know,
Okay.
he has weird mannerisms. I'm kind of just watching the referee right now.
Here we go. Here's the schedule.
Schedule.
Oh. I think this season for the hockey might be over, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
God damn.
Because they lost their last, they lost every single one of their playoff games against Kansas City, so.
Well, good for
They
Kansas
lost.
City, I suppose.
Yeah, they lost 4 times in a row to Kansas City, so.
Was it at least close?
Okay, hold on. 2-1, 3-1,
You know,
3-2, 4-2. So I guess.
some of them were kind of close.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always pissed off whenever like Conrad and JR talk football for like ever, and here we are talking about like real sports randomly.
Now you know why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what do we do? Are we just gonna shit post about where the body's buried, brother? Like for the millionth fucking time?
Yeah.
What do we talk about? Yeah.
Sure, that's what we'll do. I mean, that's why I asked, what do you, because I'd rather talk about like video games and shit, because it's like, let's be the podcast for the young man, and you know, talk about things we actually do on our own time.
Yeah. Well, eventually, when I get around to replacing my computer that is held up by duct tape and super glue,
In hopes
and I
of
get
games.
like a desktop,
Yeah.
maybe we'll start doing some live streams where we play some matches on the 2K, but
I want to get like a high-end laptop, actually, like really bad. But I have no money. I literally have no money.
Same after this move.
And but like I need it for like just I would, if I could get it, if it was good enough, I'd do all this stuff on it.
Right.
You know, I'd take all my shit that I have on my wife's computer here, that's technically hers, but and then I'd put it on that, and then I'd probably, you know, frankly, I'd put all my fucking Dungeons and Dragons shit that I work on. I have so many fucking files that are related to D&D, it's crazy. And it's like, you know, sometimes it's hard to like willpower myself to work on stuff when I have to like get up and go to the desktop and like turn everything on and like fucking get in the office chair and stuff. And anyway, Snuka just hit the splash and pinned Tommy Cairo for the umpteenth time.
Nice. Did he?
Yeah. It'd be a lot easier if I had like a really nice laptop where I could just like lay in bed and work on it, you know?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Feel like a lot of things would be easier with decent equipment.
There's no controversy about it, apparently.
Which is how you know there was. That's why I was confused, because my run sheet gives me the...
Oh, is something happening here? We got an angle happening?
Terry Funk's explaining that shenanigans happened, and because he's Terry Funk, the referee's gonna go, okay, I believe you. So, I think the referee has now decided that Tommy Cairo has actually won this match.
What, we don't do replays in wrestling?
That's what Paul Heyman just said, actually. He's like, the decision must stand. That's great. It doesn't matter, though, because it'll be a DQ win, which means that Snuka keeps the belt, right? I think.
Yeah.
Boy, he looks like he could do some terrible thing. Anyway.
Hey now, come on!
It's not my fault.
Here comes Sal fucking Bellomo with his crazy
He lost his hat. Or whatever it was.
Am I supposed to understand? Hold on, I'm gotta track this shit.
One thing, one is too tall to be a
I
man,
just
to
work
be a
here.
midget. One is too short to be a man, and another one he thinks he's Andre the midget. But what we're gonna do with those three guys? Well, the stepstone, 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 and my two big buddy behind me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be have a crack in my head, but I think after the match, somebody else will have a crack in his
Hold
head.
on, I might have a thumbnail.
Who decide blonde, blonde, what? What'd you say? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Richard Michaels with Hunter Q. Robbins III.
Or you can use the thing of them outside, I guess. But
So, why does this guy look familiar to me? He's got that terrorizing hair.
the terrorizing hair. That's a great way to say, I really want to be Ric Flair.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Bellomo's the main event, you said, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe this is the main.
We got about 7 minutes left in this program.
And nothing happened, really. I mean, kinda, I guess. Tommy Cairo did stuff. He got a win, technically. Yeah, this is the main.
What belt does this dude have? I didn't hear him when they told me.
I didn't catch the lower third either because I was looking at the card. We are good at this.
Hell yeah, we are.
Can I scroll back a little bit and see if it shows the name? It didn't say on his lower third what the title was. So that's nice.
Well, you mind pulling up the old, you know what I'm trying to say? Pull up the old Wikipedia, see what belt he had around this time?
I can try. What year is it? 93?
Yeah. It is, June of 93. Looks more like a homicide blonde than a suicide blonde. Says, says, Paulie Dangerously, but I'm really confused. Jimmy Snuka's not in the ring.
Well, he won a tag title in April, but I don't think that's what that was. Let's see, what other...
Well, now we're arguing with the fans.
I don't know how much of that you heard, but there you go.
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
The kid walked into the room and was saying stuff.
Oh yeah, what's she on about?
She was just really proud of some human things that she did that, yeah, kids.
Okay. Cool.
I muted, but I don't know how quick I muted. She did a thing.
If it
was
picked
proud
up,
of
I
it.
didn't notice.
Okay. Anyway, it's good stuff. Sal Bellomo is just going ham on dude here. The only ECW championship that I see that this dude ever held was the tag team titles. So it might be the tag title. It might also be like the NWA New York Junior Heavyweight Championship, because he won that at some point.
That's really funny title name.
Right? It'd be like if I declared myself like the Southern Tulsa NWA freshman middleweight champion or something. That's just crazy amount of fucking words to say super mid card, but
Man, how is this the main event?
because Sal Bellomo is gonna do the thing, I think. Maybe.
Sal Bellomo is like the second or third most featured star on the program, actually, but
It kind of is.
which is pretty crazy if you think about it.
Let's see if I can find that clip of the Impractical Joker guy talking about him at the Slammies.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So I swear to God, I sent it to you, and I was like, "Hey, the thing! I know about that from the pod."
There's Irish whip in the corner, reverse, big knee.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton won a Slammy or something.
Sal Bellomo wins with his feet on the rope, and the crowd goes crazy.
Sweet. There, I sent it to you on Messenger.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play it over the thing.
Well, I would, but if you didn't pick up my child like yelling about her BM, you're probably not going to hear my phone. I low-key hope it did pick up, because that was funny as hell. We're just doing a podcast about wrestling, and I died.
You've talked about it more than anything could have ever possibly picked up.
Well, it was hilarious. I'm sure the other people our age with kids can understand. If any of them listen to this show.
Anarchy
And if
Robinson
you do-
III has some stuff on his
The show is now over, I think.
Is it?
Now there's a purple filter. What's this filter? Oh,
And we
it's
got
the credit.
Alright, well I'm gonna turn the video off here, as it's end of it over again.
You could play the audio on your end of the dude saying
I'll
the
see if
thing.
it'll pick up. I'll see if it'll pick up. Alright?
Because I'm sure nobody but me watched the frickin' Slammies, because, like, who cares?
I watched a little bit of it, but yeah, I'll see if it'll pick up here.
Alright.
Turn my volumes up.
Rivalries. Yeah? Some of the greatest who's your favorite rival in the past? How about Punk and Cena? Rock and Stone Cold? Iron Mike Sharp and Salvatore Bellomo? deep cut. Rivalries need.
Right?
So, like, the clip you sent me was, like, immediately starts with Tiffany Stratton screaming into my microphone, so I'm
It's
sure that
good
was good
shit.
quality.
It's good shit, though.
Good
That
shit.
was my favorite part of the whole show.
Alright. Well, I'm Kmart suit. Okay, I see that. That's cute. There was a sign in the crowd that said Kmart suit that lined up perfectly with Hunter Q. Robbins. I don't think I'm going to use that, though. Anyway, do you have anything you want to add to the show before I start to wrap it up?
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
No, you don't hit that. I hit that because you fucking.
I'm
you
serious.
said we
I'm
were
not
going to
gonna
stop
sit
false
back and take
finishing.
this fucking shit. I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
Are you done?
We're out of time! We gotta go!
The heat's getting real.
The heat's getting real.
Tony Schiavone, you can go straight to hell!
I'm running out of buttons.
Stop, then.
Wrap us up.
I can't. You won't keep hitting the buttons. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, all at 2MarksPod. I mostly just use Twitter. Sorry. All of our podcasts go up on YouTube if you're listening to us on Spotify. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can also listen to us on Spotify on the go. Send us questions at 2marksquestions@protonmail.com. I might say something. I might read some of them eventually. I don't know. Say hi to us in the comments of the YouTube videos. We'll interact and stuff. Like our YouTube videos, follow, subscribe, all that crap. I already said it. Leave a review on Spotify, 5 stars for us, please, if you think we deserved it. Even if you think we don't, it'd be great. And please, for the love of God, make something out of this so I can get out of this shithole. Thank fucking God. Alright. But we are desperately out of time. That was 2MarksPod, the worst wrestling podcast you know. Maybe. I don't know!
We're out of time! We gotta go!
Now go home and smoke some more crack.